Hello, Internet. I'm Chuck.
And I'm Gabs.
And we have an interesting story for them, don't we?
Yes.
I was in the Navy Reserves for a couple years. I was allowed to leave slightly early on a technicality. While I was in, I was doing the 2 weeks a year thing in Key West, Florida. And it was not all vacation and sunshine and rainbows. It was hard work and sweat and bleh.
What was that?
Bleh. Because I had to put up with the usual kind of Navy sailors. It's difficult for a Christian such as myself to get along with the typical Navy sailor. But somehow I survived. But I came back the day before she got back. You were where?
I was back home for my sister's college graduation.
Yeah. And how did you get there?
I took our car to the airport, and I had a flight from Tennessee to Charlottesville, which is where my dad lives.
Yeah. Now, I could not take the car home, and why is that?
Because when we got the car, the place that we got it from only gave us one key, and because I had driven to the airport, I had the key with me in Virginia.
Yeah, so I got a ride home from a friend of mine that was, of course, free, and it's good to chit-chat with him. But the airline lost my sea bag, so I had two reasons to go to the airport. One, to retrieve my sea bag, and two, to meet her when she arrived. I'd been wanting to do a really long walk for quite a while, so I decided to walk.
Nothing.
Yeah, so I decided to walk 14 miles to the airport. It took all flippin' day. How long was it?
All flippin' day.
Just a quick aside, we had a professor at our Christian college, Johnson University, and he described the blessing that God gave to Abraham, something like, you're going to have descendants, they're going to have kids, and through you, you're going to bless the entire freaking world. And I said, he's going to do what? Or he's going to bless what? The freaking world. He actually repeated himself, and this is a man in his 70s. So anyway, back to current events that were actually last year. Anyway. So I walked to the airport, got my sea bag. Apparently it was in the back room the entire time. I did not know that. So I waited for Gabby to show up, and she came, and we hugged, and we walked over to where the car was parked, swapping stories. We got to the car. We were ready to go eat Mexican food and go home. And so I put the key in. There's no noise. Did you leave something on? Apparently not. So I went to the security guard shack, I guess, to hopefully get some help. And the guy that came over checked out the car. Nothing was wrong. He thought that maybe the radio frequencies of the airport were screwing around with the connection between the key and the car's computer. So we got a taxi home. State Farm was able to tow the car back to our house for free. Yay, didn't have to pay anything. Of course, what happened when they got it back?
They got it back, and this one went out to see what the deal was, put the key in the car, and it started right up.
Of course, now that we spent... That's going to be this week's comment contest. How much did we spend on a taxi for 14 miles from the Knoxville airport to where we lived? Alright, the best guess will get pinned. Anyway, back to the story. So, the next day, we're going out somewhere, and we're still having battery trouble, so we went to an AutoZone in the north part of town, and bought a brand new battery. It still wouldn't start. We were able to get it there, but then it wouldn't restart. And it ate the key, as you put it. It wouldn't let us get that key back. So, okay, we turn it off. So we had to leave the car. It wouldn't let us even lock the thing, so we had to leave the key in the ignition with the car unlocked in the shady part of town. It was still there the next morning. Got a ride from a friend, and the Reader Chevrolet place was very nice. They sent out a tow truck. That charge went onto my tab. I have a running tab there at Reader Chevrolet. Fix after fix. If you ever decide to do business with Old Ben Franklin Motors, think again. Do not do business with them. Gave us a lemon. But anyway, I'm not bitter.
You're about as bitter as a lemon.
So apparently the wires in the car's computer were fried, and that was causing a whole bunch of grief. But yeah, we ended up getting that all taken care of, and then I learned how Uber worked. Oh yeah, we had an Uber ride back to our house when the car ate the key. It's so much less expensive than a taxi by over half.
Not that you're like self-promoting or anything.
Yeah. I am self-promoting Lyft, though. They are a much better company to go through. And that will be the next video. Look forward to that. Tips for the Uber rider, or Lyft, whichever you do. Tips for the rideshare rider on what either to do or not do, based on my own experience of being annoyed by passengers who apparently don't know. So hopefully it'll be a public service thing to you. Okay, that's our funny story. What is it we want our viewers to do?
Like the video, comment, answer the question. What do you think was our total amount for the taxi to get back? And the closest, or the correct answer will be pinned on the top.
Most entertaining answer.
Or
if you comment something like billions and billions and impersonating Trump, we will definitely pin it.
Click on the subscribe button and click the little bell somewhere down there, because YouTube likes to not notify people when videos are posted.
Okay, see you next time.